Registered persons in the Budget Boost Wallet program earning $5,000 or less are having expanded options for purchasing their necessities at approved vendors. Azila Clark, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development and Gender Affairs, confirmed that approved applicants to the program will receive a listing of the vendors from whom purchases could be made. Dr. Marcus Natter, the Cabinet Secretary, explained that small, locally owned shops are also being included in the program that was activated earlier in January.
So it is supermarkets, and the JAD website, the Budget Boost as well as JAD website, will have the list of approved persons, because the list is being built as we speak, because we're having engagements with community shops and others to come on board. So it's grocery stores on St. Kitts and on Nevis. It is utility water companies, the Water Services Department St. Kitts, Water Services Department Nevis, Nevlec and Skelec, NHC, and the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation there.
This is not about just big businesses, big supermarkets. We are actively engaging our mom and pop shops, as we like to call them, the village shops. So Bevis in St. Paul's, you could go there. Judith in Panspasha in Newtown, you can go there and utilize your digital wallet. We want to make it accessible to everyone. So Nevis, St. Kitts, your village shops, like I say, you don't have to feel like you live in Dieppe, so you have to come all the way to a large supermarket in Bastille to make a purchase. So I just want to make that pellucid, because we have seen some chatter on social media already that is saying that our small shops or our village shops and so on are excluded, and I want to definitively say that is incorrect and that we are actively engaging them, so much so that we are also going to be engaging persons in the public market who are selling their produce, persons on the agro strip up at Panspasha who are selling their produce as well, to be a part of it. Because as the Permanent Secretary said, it's a cell phone to cell phone transaction, right? They don't need to have a computer out on the agro strip. They just need a cell phone, and everybody has their cell phone, and you're able to make that transaction. So I just wanted to make it clear that we are casting the net wide with this program to have as many vendors as possible.
From all reports, thousands of people have successfully signed on to the program and have had the electronic funds deposited in their wallets. Glenn Bart reporting for Skn Newsline. Dr. Patricia Bartlett, a candidate of the Nevis Reformation Party, said her remarks on the emergency health services at Alexandra Hospital have been taken out of context, with Premier Mark Brantley choosing not to advance the message she was making during the discussion on the Your Voice with the NRP radio program. Speaking with Skn Newsline, Dr. Bartlett said Premier Brantley's use of a small segment of what was being discussed created a distortion of her message.
What the Premier is good at is to take snippets of things and not present the whole story. But it is incumbent on us as a people who are 98% literate to make sure that we get the full story before we run with it, before we make conclusions, before we say the kind of things that we say in reaction to part of the story. And that is what has happened here.
The message Bartley said was about creating the environment for young medical doctors in emergency rooms to gain the necessary experience from working with senior medical specialists.
I was making a reference specifically to the policy of the Nevis Island administration led by the Mark Brantley, a policy to retire our professionals, our medical professionals at the age of 60 without giving the young doctors who are coming on stream the opportunity to be supervised by people who have the requisite experience in the field. Because bearing in mind, sometimes they don't get a chance to go and do the specialties that are required in other jurisdictions. Like if you were in the United States or the United Kingdom, then you would have to do a residency of at least 3 to 4 years to operate in an emergency room, to be called an emergency room doctor.
Dr. Bartlett reaffirmed to Skn Newsline that her comments were not disparaging to young doctors, but was buttressing her point that the senior medical specialists will have a positive impact on young doctors. Glenn Bart reporting for Skn Newsline.
Are you tired of Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? The Cable has the ultimate solution with our whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Say goodbye to frustrating signal drops and hello to seamless connectivity in every corner of your home. No more
Mom, my tablet's not working in my bedroom. My game is freezing, Daddy.
or WhatsApp calls dropping as you walk around the house. So many people struggle with dead zones and restricted Wi-Fi, and the Cable has the answer. Enjoy full blanket increased Wi-Fi coverage with installation in 48 hours or less. Whole home Wi-Fi coverage is here. Get the whole family connected today. Come in or call the Cable at 465-2588 to get your whole home Wi-Fi boost installed. The Cable, always giving you more. Terms and conditions apply.
The Skn Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
Good day to the beautiful people of St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Martin News Desk now airs on
Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays on TVC.
at 11 a.m. and then again at 5 p.m. So,
Make sure to tune in.
The Nevis Island Administration confirmed recently the planned start of construction of the Nevis Bureau of Standards in 2025. According to information released from the NIA, the $2 million facility is a partnership between the Nevis Island Administration, the Barbados-based United States Embassy, and the U.S. Naval Facilities Engineering Systems Command. Premier Mark Brantley said, quote, "This facility will be the first of its kind on the island, empowering Nevis to conduct local testing of water, food, scales, mold, and other critical quality assurance measures. It would mean for the first time the island of Nevis now can do its own testing. All that we need to do, we can now do it right here on the island of Nevis," end quote. The Bureau of Standards facility will be constructed at Pinnis Estate, the NIA informed. Glenn Bart reporting for Skn Newsline. Dr. Patricia Bartlett, candidate of the Nevis Reformation Party, believes the Nevis Island Administration is retiring emergency room doctors too early, leaving a gap in experience. Speaking with Skn Newsline recently, Dr. Bartlett expressed the view that the policy implemented by the Alexandria Hospital needs to be reviewed so there remains enough experienced doctors to help facilitate the effective development of younger doctors in an emergency room environment.
We must make sure that our doctors are well supervised, and I acknowledge that they are well educated, but they need the experience. And there are studies that have been put out by the National Institute of Health in the United States, as well as the National Health Services in the UK, that make the point, and I don't want to scare anybody, but it's the reality that these studies point to the fact that when we have young or novice doctors, they could be older, but they're just now in the system, who go or transition to these institutions where you have emergency situation that they have to attend to, and they don't have the experience, that the level of fatalities and the clinical outcome for patients are usually not the best. We don't get the best outcomes. And all I want is the best outcome for all of us. And that is not knocking any professional, any young professional. That is just saying that there's a standard, and we ought to acknowledge the reason why there's a standard. There's a standard why in emergency rooms in the UK and the US that you have a 50-50 mix, 50 older doctors, 50 younger doctors. There's nothing wrong with that.
Dr. Bartlett said the Premier's selection of the clip segment of her radio discussion and presenting it out of context was mischievous and devious. Glenn Bart reporting for Skn Newsline.
Are Are you tired of Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? The Cable has the ultimate solution with our whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Say goodbye to frustrating signal drops and hello to seamless connectivity in every corner of your home. No more
Mom, my tablet's not working in my bedroom. My game is freezing, Daddy.
or WhatsApp calls dropping as you walk around the house. So many people struggle with dead zones and restricted Wi-Fi, and the Cable has the answer. Enjoy full blanket increased Wi-Fi coverage with installation in 48 hours or less. Whole home Wi-Fi coverage is here. Get the whole family connected today. Come in or call the Cable at 465-2588 to get your whole home Wi-Fi boost installed. The Cable, always giving you more. Terms and conditions apply.
Good day to the beautiful people of St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Martin News Desk now airs on
Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays on TVC.
at 11 a.m. and then again at 5 p.m. So,
Make sure to tune in.
At Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design, we're thrilled to be your go-to print shop located in the heart of Bastille. From essential services like printing, copying, and laminating to a diverse array of school supplies, arts and craft materials, and office essentials, we've got you covered. Don't fret, Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design are here to stay and ready to be your trusted partners for all your printing and craft supply needs. Ready for a visit? Find us at the corner between Dillio and Princess Street. Just look for the vibrant pink and yellow building with white doors. We can't wait to welcome you to our creative haven.